Yo, what's going on, Kicks Army? I'll be doing a sneaker drawing on the Air Jordan 11 Concord that's set to re-release later on this year, as well as really getting down to everything that's going on with this whole Jimmy Butler trade and all the beef that's surrounding it. I'm telling you guys, for me, this is really interesting. Let's get it! As I had mentioned in the beginning, this is going to be a re-release of the Air Jordan 11 Concord. This shoe is expected to release December 8th and the retail price is going to be $220. I don't need to spend time elaborating on the specifics of this sneaker. If you guys are sneakerheads, you all know what this shoe looks like. Besides the fact that the Air Jordan 11 is an iconic shoe model, this colorway in particular is also iconic in its own right. In case anybody ever asks me, because I get this question every now and then about what my holy grail is for sneakers, what is my favorite pair of kicks? Although it's not this particular colorway, that would go to the Space Jam colorway. The model itself, the Air Jordan 11, I think is perfection. I had mentioned this story in a previous video, but just to give you guys a quick recap, how I got into the whole sneaker industry, I guess. What really got me into it was back in 9th grade, I had a project for school where I had to design a sneaker that was going to help out an athlete in some way. I decided to choose basketball because that's when I started really playing basketball. I fell in love with designing sneakers. And then from that point on, I knew I wanted to be a footwear designer because when I first saw the Air Jordan 11, especially that Space Jam colorway, I'm like, oh my god, that is the greatest pair of sneakers I've ever seen in my life. That is insane. Because remember, prior to that point, besides getting like, you know, your average pair of kicks, they get a finish line and stuff, for the most part, I was getting my sneakers at Walmart, alright? When I tell you guys I was broke, I was pretty much broke. Seeing that patent leather, that corridor upper, and that just craziness of an outsole, I'm like, this is brilliant. This is perfection on footwear form. And funny enough, with all that being said, you guys already know that I'm absolutely not copying these sneakers. I don't care how much praise I give to it. I don't care if they were re-releasing the Space Jams. Again, I don't have money for these sneakers. I'm a broke college student and I have other priorities. One day, I will have these sneakers in my collection, but that is not going to happen this year, and I'm okay with that. But if these sneakers kind of catch your fancy, which I imagine it does for everybody, good luck trying to get them this December because you guys already know these shoes are definitely going to sell out fast. If you like the stencil that you see on the screen, you want to go ahead and color in custom colorways of sneakers yourself or just your favorite colorways in general, you can find all the stencils that I have on my videos for free at my website, KicksArt.com. That is your #1 source for free sneaker stencils for two reasons. One, I think it's pretty much safe to say that I have the biggest collection of stencils on the internet, and especially since they're all free, that really makes it good too. And the best part of it is that if you want to see a stencil added to the website that's not already on there, you can send your request through the contact tab at the top of the page. Guys, if that's not good customer service, then I don't know what is. That's just me. And a quick update on the website, by tomorrow I will pretty much have that entire KD tab done. Afterward, I gotta finish out some of the Kobe's. I have like maybe 4 or possibly 5 models of Kobe's left to do, and then from that point on I gotta work on some requests. It's just gonna be filling up the website with a bunch of stencils. And I had mentioned this in yesterday's video, by the end of this year, if I'm able to maintain 2 new stencils on the website per day, I will have over 350 stencils on the website. And this is the main goal that I really have, if I'm able to upload 2 new stencils a day for the entire 2019 year, I will have over 1,000 stencils available on the website by the end of the year. And you guys have heard me say multiple times, that's like one of my biggest milestones that I want for the website. Well, if I'm able to be consistent, all I need is like a year and some change, and that's going to happen. Can you imagine 1,000 stencils on the website? That'd be nuts, okay? I don't even know, man. Whenever I upload a new stencil, besides the fact that it's gonna be on that first page all the way at the bottom, you guys can always stay updated with whatever I post on the website through my Instagram. My Instagram is down below. Now, with all of that good stuff out the way, let's get into some much needed basketball talk. Now, I spoke about this a little bit yesterday, but we did get word that Jimmy Butler has requested to be traded from the Minnesota Timberwolves. In particular, he would like to be traded to one of 3 teams, the Knicks, the Nets, and the Clippers. It's very key to understand that. Notice how I said he would like to be traded, because he ultimately is not going to have the determining factor where he goes. If another team offers a really good package in return for him and it's not one of those 3 teams, well, sorry Jimmy Butler, but you're getting traded. Like, there's nothing you can do about it. I also mentioned that the catch is that if it's to a team that he didn't list, not one of those 3 teams, that team has to understand that unless something miraculous happens where he goes there and they have major success, he is most likely going to leave by the end of the season when free agency hits. And through the grapevine, we got word that one of the major teams that he definitely wants to go to out of those 3 teams is the Clippers. Because by next season, okay, the Clippers will have the opportunity to go ahead and sign 2 max free agents during the offseason. People are alluding to the fact that it could be a Jimmy Butler and possibly also a Kawhi Leonard. That would be insane, right? All you need is a decent point guard and you are pretty much good. Not saying they'd be title contenders, but they definitely make some noise. We have also heard during the course of this offseason that Kawhi Leonard has also set his eyes out for one of those 2 teams in Los Angeles. I had alluded to this in the past too. I think if he's going to go to one of those 2 teams, which at this point is still up in the air, we have no idea what he's going to do. Pretty much mysterious when it comes to what his thoughts are on certain things, so we don't really know. We're going to have to wait and see how that whole situation in Toronto plays out. But I believe if he was going to go to one of those 2 teams in Los Angeles, I believe would be the Clippers. There's a different level of stress that you would have as a player when you're going to play with LeBron James. And I believe that could also be part of the reason why Jimmy Butler didn't outright say he wanted to go to the Lakers, and he said specifically the Clippers. Although people have also been saying that he doesn't necessarily have to say that he wants to go to the Lakers for it to be an obvious thing that he would like to go to the Lakers. It would still be in Los Angeles. They kind of have the best player in the world, and based on how the organization is looking after Magic Johnson has entered, they do have championship aspirations, and he is a winner. He is a guy that wants to work hard. He is a guy who actually respects the craft of basketball, and he wants to improve every single day, which is part of the reason why he's had a beef with both Karl Anthony Towns and Andrew Wiggins. I guess some of the problems with Karl Anthony Towns is that even though he does work hard, he is more concerned about his numbers and his stats as opposed to the overall benefit of how the team is doing. The problem with Andrew Wiggins is that he has been known to have quote-unquote no heart, meaning that he doesn't have the love for a game, he doesn't have the drive to play basketball. In the sense that he wants to be the best basketball player that he can be, and that he wants to help whatever he can to improve the team. And after we heard that Jimmy Butler had requested a trade from the team, we got a quote from Andrew Wiggins' brother saying, "Hallelujah." Like, really, man, what's wrong with you? Problems in situations like this is that when you have family members that like to speak up, and this is a big reason why a lot of people gave Lonzo Ball such crap in the NBA. When your family members speak up, when they're not in the locker room with you, when they don't understand the dynamics of how this whole thing works, when they're not supposed to know the details of all these things, it doesn't make you look good as a player if your family members are speaking out like that. Because from the outside looking in, us as fans, we know that Jimmy Butler likes to work hard, all right? We know that he's dedicated to the sport of basketball and that he wants to be a great player. And based off what we also hear, we can't necessarily say the same for Andrew Wiggins. Like, that's the problem here. I would imagine that most NBA players would love to have Jimmy Butler on their team. So when he says that he wants to be traded and you're the brother of a guy who's on the team that he was with, why are you saying anything like, what are you talking about, man? Like, come on. Because when you open your mouth, now your brother has to answer for that. And I believe media day is Monday, by the way. Also, a thing about the whole Jimmy Butler trade, Jimmy Butler actually stated that he wants to be traded before media day on Monday, which I don't know that's going to happen. I would say that it's probably not going to happen because that's like, what, 3 or 4 days away? We also got word from the Knicks saying that they would not be willing to trade anything for Jimmy Butler because they don't want to give up anything for a player they believe they can get during free agency anyway. Which is honestly a pretty smart move on their part. They're still pretty much in the rebuilding phase. They have Kristaps Porzingis, even though he's pretty much injured and he's not likely to return back until like December. That limits down the potential candidates that Jimmy Butler would like to be traded down to 2. And we already know that the Clippers are expecting to make a big run at Kawhi Leonard during the next offseason, and the same is probably going to be going for Jimmy Butler as well. Which means that one of the main targets that Jimmy Butler wants to go to that'd be left out of this situation would be the Nets, and I don't really know what the Nets have to offer in return that'd be of decent value, at least to the Timberwolves. And then part of the beef that was related to this whole Jimmy Butler trade, we saw that NBA veteran Steven Jackson had posted a video to his Instagram pretty much clowning and calling out Andrew Wiggins, saying that he doesn't have any heart multiple times. He even made a reference to Alice in Wonderland, making a reference that Andrew Wiggins would be the Tin Man looking for his heart, basically. To which that Andrew Wiggins responded in a post saying, "Oh dude, stay hating like he was anything special, bum," and then he said the word but you know, profanity or whatever. "I keep that same energy everywhere I go." And because he said that last part, "I keep that same energy everywhere I go," we also saw a response back from Steven Jackson, as well as a video coming from Jimmy Butler, both kind of alluding to that statement, "I keep that same energy." So now, unfortunately, because he put this out there, and and now he's gonna have to own up to that. He is going to have to be that player that puts out that energy every single night. Supposedly, the biggest problems that has happened in the locker room between Jimmy Butler and Andrew Wiggins is that he said he doesn't have enough heart, that he doesn't really care for the game, that he's in it for the money. So now that Andrew Wiggins has played it out, that he's all about the energy, that he keeps it every single day, he's always got it. Well, now you got to prove it during a regular season, bro. That's all on you. You put it out there. And I can't wait for the NBA season to start. I love this, bro. I really do. But that's gonna do it for today's video. If you guys enjoy these daily sneaker drawing videos, make sure you leave a like. And if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button and bounce past the bell to get post notifications. Don't forget to visit KicksArt.com for all your sneaker stencil needs. Don't forget to check out the over 280 videos on the channel. You guys already know that I'm uploading daily content, so I will see you guys tomorrow. Yay!